Yeah, we're live.
We are live.
So today is a big day. We are 15 minutes away from technical actual show time. Johnny Morton will be joining us at noon. So let's talk about backlash.
Let's talk backlash.
All right, I'll let you. I'll let you talk about backlash because I really wasn't impressed with it.
I dude, I think last night they did great. I don't care. That's just my opinion, and I think they did great. Um, the crowd was ready for WWE
Well, I mean, yes, it's the first time they've been in Puerto Rico in how many fucking years?
a long time.
Yeah, I can't do that math at all.
So they were definitely ready. They were hot. They were on fire. And they loved every one of the matches. I watched some of it last night. I had to finish it tonight because I started falling asleep
Yeah, feeling on that one.
because I didn't watch it live. And I will say the Bad Bunny and Damian Priest match
Delivered.
delivered huge.
I agree there. There was some other stuff, not so much.
Carlito and Savio Vega got like
Mega pop.
the Hulk Hogan pop,
I mean, they're in their home
Stone
country.
Cold pop. It was freaking amazing, dude. And to be honest, Damian Priest deserves a lot of the credit.
Oh yeah,
Uh, that's your guy. He took the fall, and he deserves a huge push as one of the top guys. After
oh,
that, after that showing last night, dude,
totally agree.
and then Rock and Cody, it was a good match. Brock's a beast, dude, and
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that was the finish. I mean, if you're gonna put Cody over, be confident in putting Cody over. If you're gonna put Brock over, let Brock dominate his ass. I don't care.
right. Brock, look, Brock ain't gonna do it the old school way. And if Brock's gonna have to, if Brock's bleeding, Brock's gonna really bleed,
Yeah, and he
and
bled.
that brings back to his legitimacy.
He bled a fucking gusher.
He did, and it wasn't very big either.
No, man. I just didn't like the way the finish went about. They could have done so much more to have put either one of those guys over and made them. Brock's
I'm
already.
I'm really interested to see what they do with um on the bloodline
Yeah,
because Jay almost went down last night.
yeah.
So it was good, but I'd like to let's. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you got anything else you want to add to it? I mean, I didn't look. It was a feel good moment for Selena Vega,
Yeah, and
but come on, Rhea Ripley is just on a whole nother level.
I agree, but first time that she's ever got to wrestle in her home country,
Right.
she dedicated this match to her father. Give her the win, and then a couple of weeks later, do her like you did fucking Zack Ryder when he won the Intercontinental Championship. Give him that WrestleMania moment, and then in a week or two, take it away. That's it.
Don't know when WWE is going to be back there, but it was awesome.
Right? Yeah,
The
they
crowd,
are
the crowd
heading.
was just great.
They are heading over to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia,
Yeah, they got to go to Jeddah at the end of the month,
and then where
and
yeah.
we're going to end up with a new world champion.
Who do you think it'll be?
First off, let me say, why are we involving SmackDown wrestlers?
That's what I want to know. If it's going to be exclusive to Raw, that's why I said, who do you think it'll be? That is exactly why I said, who do you think it'll be?
Something tells me it ain't gonna be Cody.
That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking it's going to be Roman. I feel like we
No,
say
I
it.
don't think Roman's gonna be a part of these matches. What is it? Triple threat matches?
I have no clue. But either way, he gets a bye. I mean, if you get a bye, he's already the double champion.
I don't see it being Roman. I, s- I can see it. So I can see it being Jay
Yeah, one of the Usos or Solo. Solo's
or
fine.
Solo.
He's a fucking beast.
I just don't think it's going to be Cody right now.
I don't
I
either. I
think
feel like
I
they're going
think
to
they saved Cody's big win for. It could be Seth, but I don't see Seth. Seth don't really need it.
right. But while we're
I'm
talking about
saying
championships, and I'm glad that you brought championships up, let me pull this picture up here. We're going to give a huge shout out to a friend of the show here, Smitty.
that's my guy.
You were there last night. He won what the Legacy Championship?
He is now the MCW Legacy World Champion. He and JPJ will end up unifying the titles.
Okay.
And let me tell you, man, that belt right there is a gorgeous belt. And they have redone all the championships. They have that title. They have the all the new titles have the orange strap on them.
Yeah.
Uh, they got the legacy tag titles and they've got the junior heavyweight title,
Okay.
and they all look awesome.
Well, good. The dog has found out leaking the pig.
But yes, huge shout out to my guy Smitty.
I thought I'd throw that up there. We were just talking about that, and
His manager kind of had a rough night. She she got speared in the first match in the semifinal. So the semifinals last night started off the first two matches. The
right,
first match was Jason Vane. He's a wrestler from Memphis Wrestling.
okay,
He's a trainee from the Wrestle Center, I think. Against 187,
right,
and 187 won. Then it was Red Walker and Smitty, and Red was fixing to get ready to choke slam Smitty. Well, Smitty's valet, Sierra, got in the ring, and well, while Red's back was turned to Smitty, Smitty was getting ready for the spear, and Red sideswiped him, and Smitty speared poor little 130-pound Sierra,
oh snap!
and
You know she's feeling that this morning.
yeah, and but hey, her guy's the champion. All smiles over that way, and a smile, on a personal side of me, because are you still messing with stuff?
No, it just like something just happened. I don't know.
Oh,
My I don't have a clue. My whole system just like shut off on its own for some
we
reason.
have technical difficulties, but it was great. Can't hear you now. That's live for you.
Right. Every time we go live, something happens. It never fails. Let's see here.
I don't know, but I'm using my new phone, and I look damn good today. I mean, I'm tired. I don't. I mean, I look hungover, but I didn't drink. Now we got a static. I hear static.
I should be back. It was unplugged for some reason.
But yeah, Smitty he won, and
And I didn't drink
now
enough. I'm not hungover.
and we gotta go to now. WWE's going to Jeddah,
Yes, Jeddah for King
and
or Clash of Champions. That's a King of the Ring.
um, and then there's supposed to be a whole weekend of shows next weekend.
Yeah. I'm trying to think 'cause I know
I don't know anybody that's running today.
there's a
If you
lot,
are, my bad.
right? There's a lot of overseas tours going on right now as well. WWE, AEW fixing to go over to Wembley Stadium.
Now, a good friend of ours, friend of the show, the Dusty Rhodes impersonator, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who he met yesterday?
Who?
Nikita Koloff and Magnum TA. The reunion happened.
That's awesome.
So they got a kick out of it.
Right?
And the United States heavyweight title was right there with them.
Oh man, now see that? I've been trying to find that one. I need to go beat somebody's ass now.
So
All right, well, that's joy to the world. So before oh jeez, we're
we got 3 minutes before our guest is coming on.
I know that's what I was fixing to say. We're obviously a little off kilter this morning. It is a Sunday. I've got a lot going on.
And we've been working on this shit for what, an hour?
Yeah, I've been working on the audio and everything for an hour, trying to get it set back up. But before we go any further, we'll talk about it now, and then after we have our guest on, we'll talk about it some more. Huge event that's coming up later this summer.
August 12th.
August 12th. You're right. I'm throwing up the flyer now. Here we are, Indie Mania. Now it is presented, as it says on here, by the AWA and OIWA. But there are going to be a number of different companies involved, a number of different superstars involved. If everything falls into place just right, I know that myself and you will be there. We'll be doing some live podcasting from the arena that night, doing some Q&A, maybe get some guys in the ring, talk to them a little bit. You never know what's going to happen or who's going to show up. So don't miss it. It's going to be in Blytheville, Arkansas, 600 North 10th Street there in
It's going to start. I believe the $25 admission is coming in at 12 and staying through the show.
Yeah, it's for everything. You're not
so it's going to be great.
Just to come in, you're paying $25 to come in, meet wrestlers, be a part of the podcast that'll be happening that day, ourselves included, and a number of others, as well as all the big names that they're working on bringing in. And I'm not going to say any names, but I do know that they are working on bringing in some big names, things like that. But going to be a huge event, so looking forward to being a part of that. Everything pans out just right.
The 2 biggest names will be there, and that's me and you.
Amen, brother. If everything works out, we'll be there. I keep saying if everything works out, that's because
the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
There's that, yeah. We got hurricane season starts in June down here where we're at. We've got, my new job, so that'll play a factor in a lot of stuff. That's just like the 20th of May. Don't hold your breath because you never know what's going to happen. They're going to be in Corning for the NWF show, and you never know who could show up. But we're waiting on Johnny to log in and get joining us here. And for those that don't know much about Johnny Morton, let me tell you, this man has been a part of do what?
You've been under a rock.
Yeah, he's been under a rock hiding out for a minute, but he's been wrestling for years. Let me tell you, he's 20-something years ago when I met the man.
I met him in '98 when I first started.
See, there you go.
And I know he was wrestling some in Osceola at that time. And
He
then
different names. Let's see, there's Ripley Brim.
he goes all around the place.
Mm-hmm. And now he's helping out with there's a women's wrestling promotion he helps out with.
Liberty Pro.
Liberty Pro. He's got some fight like a fight club thing they do. So we'll get all that information from you today on the show. As we're waiting for him to log in. Once he gets logged in, we will.
He knows this ain't on a typewriter, right?
I hope so. I mean, I sent it to him on Facebook. Yeah, I sent it to him on Facebook. So hopefully he knows it ain't on the typewriter. He may have that old dial up,
AOL.
Yeah, that shit that we had back in the day that we don't have no more. I
got something. Something tells me that he be sitting there eating, and it'll say, "You've got mail."
Right.
And then he'll open up his little flip phone.
We're awful.
Or has he got that Nokia phone? Where it's got the game Snake on it.
Yeah, and it never dies. They found one embedded in a rock and it still works.
Right.
All my kids have been in my stuff.
That's what they're good for, right?
Yeah, not all they're good for. Shit to go miss and get broke, and we have to repair it and replace it. Oh, but we are waiting for the one and only Johnny.
All right, Johnny. You're cutting in your time there, Johnny.
Yeah, you're 2 minutes late, brother.
Just follow the instructions. Don't read it word for word.
No, just go in, type in your little name, and do what the thing tells you, and you'll be good to go. He said he done set up an account. He said he was ready to go. All he had to do was get the link. I sent him the link, and here we are waiting. Story of my life, always waiting on somebody.
Yep. Well, you can tell he's a wrestler because it never starts on time.
Amen to that shit. Amen to that shit.
We were actually early.
Yeah, we were early today,
unfortunately. We just want to kind of, talk about Backlash and put over a friend of ours. And
you wanted to talk about Backlash. I was like, let's put over our friends. The hell with Backlash.
And it was a good weekend over at Mid Southern Championship Wrestling.
Hearing you say that just sounds so weird.
Really? Do what?
Hearing you say Mid Southern Championship Wrestling and good weekend in the same sentence just really sounds weird to me.
Oh, dude, they be having good crowds, man.
It's just been a minute. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
they had a late crowd last night, but I mean, they came in there and
I seen you
showed up
and shared the line to get in when you got there or something, and it was pretty big.
That was Friday night.
That was Friday night.
That was Friday night, and Alan had took that picture because I was late because I was getting off work.
That makes sense.
I was getting off work, and then I had to beat the guy in the parking lot to get my new shirt.
You beat a guy in a parking lot for a shirt?
I met a guy in the parking lot. Hold on. I can't work the damn camera for shit. It's my Jack Parker shirt.
Who the fuck is Terry Tyler?
Yeah. And if I would have told him that we were going to be on, the comments would have been just a complete shit show. Talking about whooping my ass, talking about being with my mama and everything else. They just be talking some crazy shit.
But we are waiting on Johnny Morton. I don't know.
Has he seen it? Has he looked at it?
Seen the link.
Johnny, sign in. Stop being a glory hound. You're on first, kid. You're the curtain jerker today.
No, you're the main event, kid.
Oh yeah, the main event. Yeah.
He's the main event. We gave him the top spot. We opened the curtain, bro.
The juicy Johnny Morton. I wonder if I should have said that.
That's a little, I guess while we're waiting, I can go ahead and plug our sponsors. Then we still have a few. We've got Mad Rabbit, code Divine 20 saves you 20% off. We've got our militant mentality apparel. I think I say that name wrong every time that we go to plug. And you can use either your code or my code, and it'll save you 15% off. I've got the Rep Sports and the Doobie. And I'm not talking about the one you smoke. I'm talking about the one you drink. It's an energy.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I think Luke Justice is now being sponsored by them.
Pretty good little deal. I mean, they taste good and it helps. I mean, it really helps. And then of course we got Twisted Gorilla Apparel. And then of course the one and only that's been with us since day one when we started running CCWA. That's why the code is still CCWA29. And it saves you 10% off, if I'm not mistaken. collarandelbowbrand.com. Thank you to Al Snow and everybody over at Collar and Elbow Brand. And also 5-Star Nutrition. You can use that link right there, or when you're at a store, use the code AS-Divine10 in the store to save on your supplements, to let them know you heard about it here on the show. And, I'm starting to wonder if maybe we should have a backup guest every time we plan a guest. Because I'm starting to worry that Johnny Morton is going to no-show.
Do you think he's scared?
I don't know.
The nerves got it all up in his tummy and just got him butterflies and stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But, you know what happens to people that no-show?
We don't book them again?
That's right. Then I got to kick his ass. Put this motherfucker down and kick his ass because he no-showed. This was a big deal to me because this was the first time that he's ever sat down and done a podcast of any kind. He's never done one. And here he is, 7 minutes late. We're, this ain't Derek King time. This is our time.
No, I did see Derek King last night.
Oh, did you? How'd that go?
What do you want from me?
There it is. Right there. Every time. So I do got to give a shout out. I don't know who the bartender was last night. We went, a friend of ours actually is a bartender, and she invited us to come up and check it out. They had a couple of different groups there. We didn't stay long, but I want to give a shout out to the bartender that served my wife the 2 drinks, and I said 2 drinks that she drunk yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
He was very much feeling it after the first one. And I'll leave it at that. She was out of it. After the first one. And it wasn't a very strong drink. It was a little pineapple upside down drink, but ever since she's had her surgery and stuff, that's the first time I think she's drank.
So what are we going to do? Our guy is not on here.
Yeah, I see that, and he's not responding to any of my messages at this time.
I think he's right.
Let me see. I'm going to call this motherfucker.
Do I need to find somebody?
Yeah, if you got a backup plan.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail.
He done blocked your ass.
I hear that. What the hell? What the hell? I'm sorry, the person you called doesn't have a voicemail box set up yet. Really? Alrighty then. Touche, old buddy. Touche. TJ West has commented, is this going to be Ripley's last time doing a podcast as well? Probably so. Ain't fucking booking him again.
JT, look. You used to tag with this motherfucker.
Get him on the fucking phone. Somebody tell him to log in. We ain't got all damn day. He's taking time out of my day. I got shit to do, places to be, my Jeep to drive, and diesel to burn. This is bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today, the Invisible Man. Work everybody in the land. Ask Joey Janela how it feels taking the Invisible Super King.
So what did you think of? Okay, so did you ever?
Oh. Johnny Morton, you stupid idiot! You just made the list. Add him to the list.
So I'm messaging somebody. I said, "Hey, you want to come on the show and talk about last night?" He said, "When?" I said, "Now." I said, "Our guest no showed."
Who? Because you're gonna. I mean, I'm gonna have to send them the link. I mean,
Yeah. Once I get the okay, I'll send you the message.
I'm gonna go fucking kick Johnny Morton in the dick when I see him again. If I ever see him again.
Okay, he can't do that. All right.
What is this? Everybody hates Sunday mornings or something? I mean, and I'm the guy that never gets up.
I know he ain't gonna fucking do it. It's bad. You can look at somebody's picture and you go, I know he ain't gonna do it.
Right. You know, I mean, come on now. What the fuck? Johnny Morton, I know you're watching. I guarantee he's fucking watching. He's just not logging in. That's what it is.
I just don't understand why
Why say you're going to do something?
Do it and then not do it.
Right. Because you know what happens. Then you get heat with me, and I'm an asshole, and I say what I want to say, and you know how I am. I don't hold back. Man, I was nice. I mean, he legit. Like I talked to him last night, literally.
I guess he felt like that was it.
We were on the phone for like 20 minutes. I was on the way home. I was trying to get back down here to the house, you know, and have dinner with the wife and kids, and then, you know, go out and hang out with a couple of friends. And I was like, yeah, we'll do the show tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. I'll send you the link a little bit early that way. And that's why we were logged in early. We've been logged in since like 11 this morning.
Yeah, we've been working on getting everything together. And
I still fucking lost power because I didn't realize my shit was in.
And we can't get him to show the fuck up.
Fucking guest to come on the show. Ain't that some shit?
Hold on, let me see. Let me try someone else here.
If there's anybody out there watching that wants to come on the show, just hit us up. We'll bring you on. I don't care who it is at this point. Johnny Morton, I curse you.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. We got a guest.
Yes, I just signed in. Goddamn, y'all blind. Wait.
It's about damn time.
15 minutes late. I swear to God, he's on Derek King time.
Hey, at least I'm here.
I was sitting here like, man, I'm gonna have to blackball his ass from podcasting. He wasn't gonna show up.
I wouldn't do you that way.
I hope not. I was getting worried. I thought we was fixing to have some heat. I was gonna have to come find your ass. Me and you.
No. Let me get that down here.
Right,
Yeehaw, there we go.
All right.
Yeah.
We got the juicy one, Johnny Morton. A lot of people know him as Ridley Prim. Johnny Morton is the name I've known him as for many, many years. First question right off the bat. What made you want to get in this fucking business?
Well, when I was young, man, I always went to the Mid-South Coliseum with my granddaddy, right? And I knew from the age of about 8 years old what I wanted to do. Wasn't no questions, doubts. Hey, man, you gonna be a doctor, lawyer, fucking construction worker. No, I'm gonna be a fucking wrestler. I knew from day one what I wanted to be. You know, if you ever get a taste of the business, you will be hooked. Sideways, left, backwards, whatever. I'm at the fights, and all the fighters are just now coming in. Let me go to a different room.
No, I understand. I know you got a busy day. That's why we're going to keep you for a short period. That way you can get done.
There we go.
How did you go about getting trained after you realized you wanted to do it? How did you get your
Well,
And who trains you?
Well, originally, as far as how I went about getting trained, you guys know back in the day, man, you didn't get in. I didn't give. You didn't get in unless you knew somebody.
right?
So just luckily, my mom knew Mr. Raymond Moore, which was an usher at the Coliseum, and they had done a couple of tough man contests there at the Coliseum, and there the bar she worked at that time sponsored a fighter or whatever. So we, that's how I got into to get in inside, should I say? And so being able to go at 14, whatever, and help set up and tear down. I got my very first job. Bruno gave me my first job at 14 years old, fucking playing music backstage at the Coliseum.
There you go.
So, he said, "Hey man, you're already doing setup. You set up chairs, chairs and help ring and da 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 da." He said, "Can you play music?" I was like, "Hey bro, I play fucking drums." He said, "No, I didn't want to mean." He said, "No, can you like play music on the jam box?" I was like, "Well, fuck, who can't?" Now, let me say this. Back in those days, wasn't no CDs yet.
Ooh.
It was all done on cassette tape. So
I remember that.
I had to go to all these stars as a kid, and say, "Hey, can I get your music, sir?" Back then, everybody carried their own cassette tape.
Yep.
So already having a musical background, if you will, I fucking knew I had to, how to cue music. I knew how to make it play. I was smart enough while the match was in the ring to unplug it from the house system and re-cue it where it'd be right when the winner fucking goes over. Long drawn out song. You don't want it to be that. You want it to be right on the motherfucking pop. So right. With musical inclination, you just have to fucking learn that. I get so aggravated today as some of the guys who come out to fucking going to sleep music, guys. You're like, is there ever gonna be a punch? Is there ever a punchline? Is there ever a fucking doom doom doom? And it's not. And then they go, well, the people don't like my music. Well, no shit, neither do I. But that's what you want to play, go out to. So, however, but then as far as going backwards, as far as getting trained, like I said, back then, dude, there was no training until you're 18. You might get in the ring and roll around. You might get lucky enough on an outlaw show to fucking get a referee spot or a security spot.
Look at that, using the outlaw show. That's an old term, man. That's an old term.
Y'all remember I broke in 92 though. Because again, I was 18 in 92, so I had my first real wrestling match in 92. Now, I wrestled in high school, from 14 to fucking, I'd say from 7th grade to right at my 11th grade year after dumbass me, however, it didn't hurt me or help me now, but, I quit 11th grade. Dummy me. But, dude, guys, I played football from fucking SYS, Pee Wee, up to 7th grade. And when I got on the wrestling team at Raleigh Egypt High School in Memphis, the fucking Coach Smith, said, "You got 2 options." What do you mean I got 2 options? He said, "You can either fucking play football or you can fucking wrestle." 35 fucking years later, here I am.
Right.
Just saying.
So when I met you, you was 6 years in.
Yeah, 95ish. Yeah.
I got in at 98.
Yeah. So I was 6 years in, actually in the ring. Yeah. But now you guys got to remember though, the shows didn't run every week back then. So it wasn't like you could go today and fucking just show up with a fucking wrestling bag and go, "I got some wrestling gear, man. I can wrestle." No, the old timers wouldn't let you fucking in until you went. If you were new or didn't know somebody, you wasn't fucking wrestling until you fucking went through one of their fucking classes. And it could be a simple fucking lock up to a hammer lock. And they're okay, you good. Or it could be a fucking full hour fucking session. I'm just back in those days. And I'm gonna say this real fast before we get too far. The coaches from my day, and you guys are, and then pushing 40. So the coaches from your days were probably a little meaner, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but a little meaner than they are today, dude. My 17-year-old plays fucking football, and the fucking coach had never raised his voice.
Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, there's this, I don't know, they've just gotten soft. It's gotten a lot soft, and that was after I got out of school, and because I had a junior high coach. He yelled and cussed at me every day. "You're pissing me off, Carl."
Right.
Well, you know what? I can't run my fat ass any faster.
But you going back to training, Eddie Crawford, Snowman, was I lived in fucking Creekwood Village Apartments in Memphis and over in the ghetto in Raleigh, and he was with one of the ladies. And matter of fact, his son, it was a superstar, Memphis State Xavier. Anyways, his mama, but they lived there and he stayed there in the apartments. Well, dude, he would come outside when I was fucking 10 or 11 and fucking wrestle with all the kids in the fucking, in the yard. We put down fucking cardboard boxes or whatever. And he fucking get out there and fucking roll around with us and bump us and, and not really say, hey, it's a fucking, it's a work or nothing like that. But that, of course, we couldn't fight. There was no punching, but you know what I'm saying? Right. But then when I got fucking a little older, I happened to be working at the French Riviera Spa at 16, and he come in one day and he said, hey, I know you. Yes, sir, you do. He said, I got a little school. You ready to start wrestling? Well, yeah, I'm ready to fucking start wrestling. But again, being young, back those days, like it's not like it is today. Jeff Jarrett had to wait. He was fucking 18 to fucking referee.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just saying. So, so I started going to more outlaw shows or independent shows, whatever you want to call them. And so I was getting a taste of the business as far as running music, as far as, being standing in the gorilla back then, if you were lucky to have a curtain, and so that's why I do what I do today, because I took all that time to learn the business. I wasn't, of course, Macho says, hey, I just want to fucking wrestle.
Right.
But now let's talk about let's talk the term outlaw, because there, back in the day it was outlaw. There wasn't such a thing called indie wrestling.
No.
It was outlaw, and you try to set up anywhere you could. This is what I took from Cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
You set up anywhere you can, and even if it's in Missouri, and you do not contact the commissioner, you try to have a show, and that's right. What it was outlaw, right?
Yep. That's exactly right, because they didn't want to deal with none of the commissions, so they just fucking exonated it, which made it harder for us on the end. But thank God now Tennessee doesn't have a commission. Matt Riviera, myself, and what's the guy's name out of Tuckerman? Ricky Rowland. We all got the commission fucking exonated in fucking Arkansas. So
yeah, that was very hard to deal with. We had to deal with it for about 3 shows, and now I had my fair share of it. Having to make sure everybody got tested and all this other bullshit, and I hated that.
Yeah. Well, Biscuit, but Matt Riviera, man, we ran some fucking stellar shows, Little Rock, Hot Springs, Maumelle, all in Russellville, all in that area up there. I'm talking about fucking 750 to 1,000 people, bro, every show we ran.
Right.
But the difference in what we did there and what guys are trying to do today, they want to run every fucking week.
Yeah.
Because they're retarded. They're not businessmen. I got a few dollars, but I'd be fucking damned if I'm gonna throw it away every weekend.
Right.
Because you guys know, unless you put out 500 to fucking 700 fucking flyers, you're not gonna draw the fucking 200 people. I don't care.
No, because even with social media, you're still not gonna draw a crowd. You still got to pay for a town. Yeah,
because you're not reaching very many people. You may have 3,000 people on your Facebook, but you're not really reaching all of them.
Right, because if you look through your newsfeed, I got fucking almost 5,000 friends. I don't see 5,000 fucking stories every day.
Right.
Just saying.
Right.
So that logic is right where I'm going with that. But but we kind of got off track there. But as far as back to training, like I said, I started training with Snowman. Well, then once I got around Memphis wrestling a little more, of course, the people who knew I was trained by Snowman, I had been working with Snowman. They were like, of course, in '88 when he had all the fucking heat with Lawler. Over the belt. Well, right. Bruno was like, hey, brother, don't fucking tell nobody you don't even know Snowman. Just tell him you fucking green, just fucking trying to get in. Okay. So he saved me a lot of fucking heat and ridicule. I know he did. So that was fun. But anyway, so once we got on up to 18, and I really got where actually, okay, I want to fucking, this is what I want to do. Bruno took me out to Don Bass's. I spent about 6 months at Don Bass's in Jericho, Arkansas, brother. That ring, for people who don't know, that fucking ring was concrete, and we had Blade Boudreaux tell you, Derek could tell you, Bobby Bryans, Lance Jade, any of the guys who come through there, Big Halls, fucking any of them. It was concrete with 3 layers of carpet. The fucking corner poles were bolted to the floor, like the concrete anchors to the floor in every corner. And look, we had ropes, but they weren't tight. They were just for a barrier. They were not fucking running the ropes, not for hitting. Don Bastion teaching those spots. Right. Well, in the midst of all that, of course, I got my first little bullshit job, doing TV in Memphis. Well, Jerry Jarrett came to me and said, "Hey, son," he said, "we'd like for you to come to Henderson on Sunday." And I was like, "Mr. Jarrett," I said, I don't have any money, I said, "I know going through your class costs money." He said, "I'm not interested in your money, son." He said, "You got a little potential." Dude, that fucking blew my head. So the very next week, this is a true story, when I fucking quote unquote debuted as Ripley Prim and worked Brian Lawler, Bruno brought me out as fucking candidate for Rookie of the Year for 1995.
Oh yeah.
Now I didn't win it. Fucking kid, I almost said Kid Wrestling. Kid Wicked fucking won it, but nonetheless, dude, for my first fucking debut on fucking TV, and they bring me out as candidate Rookie of the fucking Year.
Right.
And all I had previous to that was fucking outlaw experience.
So here's my question: how the hell did you come up? How did they come up, or you come up with the Ripley Prim name?
Here's the rib on that, and I'll tell you the truth. I did not know where Bruno come up with it, because I wanted to be like Rip Austin or Rip Morton, something like that. Because of Ricky Morton, I mean, I'm a big Mark fan, I'm sure I was. Anyway, so the Ripley Prim thing, when Bruno and his Uncle Larry and Boss Winters were at Bruno's trailer one night in Walls, and as they were drinking, and his Uncle Larry told him, he said, "Man," he said, "I had a dream last night. I worked at Mid-South Coliseum, and my name was Ripley Prim." So I don't know the rest of that little story, but that's where the Ripley Prim come from. Now, the morning Bruno came back and said, "Hey, brother, you're going to work at Ripley Prim this morning." Da-da-da-da-da. Dude, I was fucking 18, 19 years old. I didn't give a fuck. Okay, sure. I'll be his fucking jack off and fucking Bobby if you want me to be. I don't care. So anyway, it stuck. Well, for 15 fucking years, I didn't know where he got the name. He never told me. Never smarted me up. Never said, "Hey, this is my Uncle Larry," blah, blah, blah. Nothing. One night, fucking Boss Winters fucking finally smarted me up. He said, "Well, you don't know where the fucking name come from?" I said, "No, I have a fucking clue." He said, "That's Bruno's uncle's fucking dream to walk the Coliseum." So Bruno, I mean, dude, every time I see him, I want to kiss his fucking feet. But Bruno made it possible for me to fucking work the Coliseum as Ripley fucking Prim.
That's awesome.
I mean, that was fucking cool to me, man. Here I was to an all new fucking world. Now I've been around the wrestling business fucking 7, 8, 10 years, whatever.
Right.
But when you make your first fucking step into the Coliseum,
it's different.
And there's fucking at that time I think it was drawing. It may have drew 4,000, 5,000 people, whatever. But that's a big difference in fucking throwing 400 or 500.
Right.
Yeah.
And I worked Pat Tanaka of all fucking people. Now let me tell you how I got that. How Bruno pushed for that. Chris Frazier, Cowboy Chris Frazier, was booked to work Pat Tanaka.
Boy, I ain't heard that name in a long time.
Right.
He did some of the Young Rock with us. Back when we did the fucking season 3, he was on a couple episodes of Young Rock.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll go back to my Facebook one day and circle his picture and show him to you. He got a big fucking white beard and everything. Yeah. But anyway, man, being back to the jobber thing, man, dude, look, you didn't whine or cry and you got a spot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. These guys today, I promise you, and Carl, you've been there and I don't know, and you work with some stiff guys, Foot to Biscuit. They wouldn't make it through a fucking not one fucking match with Larry, much less a fucking series of fucking 8, 9, or 10 matches with him, fucking 3, 4 nights a fucking week. Because dude, I'm telling you, he would, and you can attest to this, Carl. He would beat the shit out of you and laugh at you, laugh with you, the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
I will say this, and this is talking from experience. Dog in Osceola hits a lot different than Dog in the Mid-South Coliseum hits.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He hits harder. He loves you, but he's going to hit you harder because he wants it to look good, because the Moondogs ain't going to look like shit in Memphis, Tennessee at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Right. There was none of that. I mean, I never seen, I don't think I ever really seen him go under. Now, they may have fucking lost to the Fabs or something like that, but most of the time it was their own fault. It wasn't because they put the fucking Fabs over.
Yeah. I learned that in 2001.
Big stuff there, and again, I attribute a lot of my in-ring stuff to Larry, because a lot of people go, "He was just a fucking Moondog." No, if you fucking do some history and watch some of his matches in his early days, bro, he was a fucking force to be reckoned with. He is so
what do you call it? He don't get
Underrated.
the. He's underrated. He don't get what he ought to. His man,
But
smart, so smart.
here's the thing though. And I love Chris to death. Don't take me wrong. But what Chris Booker spent fucking thousands of dollars on to get the body in the fucking 70s and 80s, Larry looked like that fucking natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was
Yeah, I mean, the fuck,
stocky and jacked.
6 foot, 240 fucking pounds, and no roids, no weights. He told us, he said, all them other guys go to the fucking, we go to the beach fucking wrestling. He said they all go to the gym. He said we go to the beach. You know. But anyway,
you're talking about his blonde bomber days.
Yes. Again, we off track, but back to my training. After I went to fucking the Don Basses, got a little spilling. Went to fucking Jarrett's, got a little spilling. Then of course I met Motley. Right? Motley said, "Hey brother, you got a lot of potential. Let me fucking come to my school." So I went through his whole school too. You know, and dude, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. You know what I mean? It was offered to me, so I went.
Yeah, you take the learnings, man. You're always learning from somebody.
And then and then turnabout fair play. With that being said, when KEW did their fucking first camp, I was the fucking head guy in the ring, you know, guinea pig or whatever, but I was the motherfucker in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that kind of makes me feel good. And Terry Golden still puts me over for that today. He's like, "You're the only motherfucker getting there bumped with all of them." Well, you know, I was learning too.
Right.
You know, and speaking of that learning, I get so many guys today, man, and I know. And I'm not blasting my ego. I know everybody can't fucking do what I do, and I don't mean that egotistically. But they can't set up fucking pipe and drape. They can't fucking set up sound. They can't run sound. They can't set up the fucking ring. They can't set up the fucking the gorilla in the back. They can't fucking put a car together. You know, and then they go, "Well, I'm just fucking here to put my boots on." And I don't. I love the business, man. Not just fucking. I mean, I love being a wrestler. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I love being the star. But really, I mean, after 25 years, that's what I tell my old lady. Do I have to be the star today? No. She says, "Oh, with it." That's why I really hadn't done a podcast. This is my very first podcast ever. But because I just didn't, like I told you the other day, Biscuit, I just didn't feel like it was time to fucking, go out there and do it. Because everybody else, and I'm a little weird, I guess, but everybody else has fucking done one.
Yeah.
I hadn't. So, but I went through 5 wrestling schools, man. Motley taught me a lot. Larry taught me a lot. Don Bass taught me a tremendous lot. The Jarrett's fucking Snowman. Everybody goes, "Man, how do you work like you do?" And fucking, because you guys probably heard it back in the day. I'd go out and have a fucking 15-minute match, take 6 or 7 fucking bumps, and run my mouth the rest of the fucking time, and get over. Come back and, "How'd you do that?" I don't know. I watched so much wrestling when I was a kid. I just fucking kind of mimic what they did. The wrestling, and one thing you guys know, so to people watching, the wrestling business, and it was said best years ago, to the people who get it, you don't have to explain, and the ones who don't get it, no matter how much fucking explanation you give them, they'll never get it. Amen. And I mean that full circle. I don't mean like one realm of it. Why we take bumps, I mean the whole fucking the whole ordeal. Some people go, "Oh, it's not a fucking art. You're just fucking in there about fake play it." Even with the girls I've wrestled, dude, I don't ever remember fucking anybody fake playing.
No.
Now, do you hit me in my motherfucking nose or my eyes? No. But we know we got to fucking work tomorrow night too.
Right.
Now, I mean, fucking look at my fucking head, man. Matter of fact, that scar right there is from fucking Don Bass. I don't know if you can see it, but that scar right there is from Don Bass, bro. I lost my fucking gig one night in Corinth. And I brought the stop sign to the ring just during KW times. Anyway, I had my fucking gig in my wrist tape. Well, he fucking guts me, boom, takes the sign. Boom, get your color, baby. I pulled every bit of tape off. My blade's gone. Gone. So I fucking finally rolled back over. I said, "Donnie, my blade's gone, baby. I can't get it." He said, "Oh, yeah, you can. You know what that means, don't you?" I said, "Well, yeah."
Here we go.
He said, "Hard way." Took that motherfucking knuckle just like Troy Graham would have done. Where am I going here? Took that knuckle, dude. Wow. Oh, goddamn. He said, "Let me get it again." He said, "It's coming, kid." Okay. But now
Please get this done.
you can look on this side right here. That's all, and I hate to expose the business. That's all self-inflicted, kind of like Larry's head was, man. And I don't know what it. When you look on this side, there's a couple of fucking scars, but not many. But this side here is like Larry's was. Yeah, I can only get color on that side right there. This side was not. Look,
I got my little bump right there.
There's no scars in the middle. I'd only get color on that side or that side, but mainly on this side over here. Every time, boom, I'd hit it, dude. I'd get it so clean. Most time I take the fucking shot, get it fucking because again, I was trained by Motley too, dude. You didn't fucking lay down and get your color. You better not be fucking caught getting color. But fucking how much you got, but don't let them see you cutting yourself.
Right.
In the day.
I was in the ring with Motley when I first got I did it my first time myself. The first time that I actually got color, it was Bobby Shannon did it for me.
Right.
And I was greener than juice shit.
Yeah, that's a name I hadn't heard in a while, man. Bobby Shannon. You said something about Cruiser Johnny a while ago. Man, dude, what was Mark Shannon, you know? Yeah. Dude, those guys, and I mean, I was a jobber on Memphis TV. Now, they weren't jobbers by no means. They beat the Tito the fuck out of me. But they were outlaw indie rap, however you want to word it back then.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I learned so much from them guys as far as tag teaming. When I started fucking tag teaming, me and JT did the fucking Memphis Mafia. Me and Ron did the Beach Bums and come back as the Memphis Mafia. Whatever. I learned a lot of that from them. You know, me and Chris Austin did the Memphis Mafia together. We worked all, them guys a lot.
That's I haven't heard in a while. How's he doing?
Chris?
Yeah.
He's got some kind of cancer going on, man. I seen him 3 weeks ago. I was supposed to went down to Horn Lake Friday when I got in town, but it was fucking 10:30, 11 o'clock when I got there. So I didn't fucking go see him, but I seen him about 3 weeks ago, and like I said, he's got some kind of cancer, but he's doing pretty good, you know. So he says. I didn't go to his house, didn't hang out with him, nothing like that. We just had dinner at fucking Hooters. He bought my dinner, and he wouldn't fucking take no for an answer. So
that's Chris.
yeah. Last time y'all bought fucking hot wings, dude.
Right.
Hooters, for a 20-piece fucking hot wings at Hooters when they were our sponsor was $10. It's $30 fucking for 20 pieces now. Yeah. And if you drink tea, it's more than that. But just to drink fucking water, it's $30 fucking.
Yeah.
And me eating less than, I mean, I'm diabetic, so I ain't supposed to eat a whole lot. But me eating fucking less than 20 wings, it's like giving a fucking well a Tic Tac. It didn't fucking jive.
Right. Trust me, I understand that pain, brother.
But on the for real, guys, the wrestling business, all of my intermediate real family, my grandma, my aunts, not so much my uncle because he's a musician, so he half-assed got it. And when I was breaking in and all through my career, they all fucking ridicule me, even still to today. They don't understand because I do so much in the business with so many different companies, dude. I make a decent living. If I charge full price, I can make fucking $400 or $500 a week, no problem. And what I don't make, I make up for in fucking vinyl work. I was up to 3 o'clock this morning fucking making vinyl shirts today for our show outside.
So you're talking about being involved in a bunch of stuff. I noticed that you was involved yesterday. Was it Liberty Pro?
Yeah,
wrestling?
with all girls taping. Of course, now we do it at an undisclosed location, but we got a little studio there in South Haven. We do it in. And it's a customs thing, for the outside customers to fucking be able to write their little script. You get a 5-minute match, 10-minute match, up to a 20-minute match. They're a little pricey for what I would ever fucking want. If I just want to be the mark, say I can write my own fucking match, I don't think I'd be able to pay what they.
So how did they get started?
I don't know the answer to that. I mean, they just had a bright concept. They just had a bright concept to fucking sell women's wrestling online, and it's fucking bought. I mean, dude, we taped 40 matches yesterday. 40 fucking matches. Now we did a lot of 5s, good handful of 10s. I think we had 7 20s. So what is that? That's fucking like an hour and a half of fucking 20-minute matches. So, but on a 20-minute match, dude, just 2 girls and a referee is like $500.
Holy hell.
But with that being said, you get to fucking write down fucking tackle, step over, drop down, fucking 4 hip tosses, 8 arm drags, 16 fucking drop kick, whatever. I mean, it's within reason. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As long as I think on a 20-minute match, I think you get like a 750 word fucking. You had to do on a text box. You get 750 words in your paragraph. You know what I'm saying? When they write the script, 750 words or less. And then of course, as the time limits go down, 10 minutes is like fucking 500. 5 minutes is like 250. You know, 5 minutes, dude, fucking goes fast.
Right.
I mean, by the time they do, by the time, because as soon as we fucking push start on the camera, their time starts. It ain't bell to bell. You know, as soon as I push record, their fucking 10 minutes fucking starts clicking. Now, a lot of the girls, they've kind of figured out how to work it. They'll fucking talk for a minute or two, just fucking doing a little promo, blah, 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 whatever, and instead of just fucking going full blast fucking for fucking 8, 9, 10 minutes, you gotta figure it, because some of them girls had fucking 7, 8 matches yesterday.
Jesus.
So you gotta figure. But I mean, with 7, 8 matches, bro, you walk out with $1,000,
Hey, I mean, we're in the wrong fucking part of the business here. What the hell?
And I mean, the grand's on the low end. I mean, dude, some of the other girls, like $1 Million Baby and fucking Autumn Marie, and some of the local girls. I mean, but they've worked for that company for so long. They got a little fan base, clientele, whatever. Dude, I mean, they may make fucking $1,200-$1,400. I've seen Stephanie walk out with 14 fucking matches. Now I don't know what her total what her total payout was, but 14 matches, dude, that's a fucking big chunk. Now, when you go home, they ain't no going to the show that night. I don't give a fuck what you got booked.
Right.
I don't ever book nothing. When we tape fucking all girl stuff, I don't ever book nothing that night. We ran Selmer, Tennessee last night. Me and KC go. I own half of TCW, Tennessee Championship Wrestling. I didn't even fucking go, bro. I was so tired, but I knew I had a whole lot of stuff to do here today.
Right.
And so we had T-shirts and all kind of stuff.
This is what we play out for you.
So
and
the thing you're doing today, tell us a little bit about that, because you were telling me about that on the phone the other day.
Yeah. So not really supposed to blabber out on the Facebook, but I guess it's on the podcast. So we kind of have an underground fight club. It's called SGKO, and it's on Facebook, also on YouTube. And we have 100% amateur fighters. There is no fighter here with any kind of training other than you coming out here to the dojo and rolling around and sparring and whatever. There's no professional trained guys, but we try to give something back to the community, just like wrestling, man. We try to give something back to the community, and for these younger guys, man, who fucking have attitude. We got a couple of guys who got attitudes, who think they're fucking badasses, and they're pretty fucking tough. But we just try to keep them off the street, and we also do, I don't know if you guys have seen the street beef stuff or any of that, the scrap yards, or on the TikToks and any of that stuff, but kind of that kind of scenario. But we have a real fucking ring, we have a full setup, chairs. Now, so me, I ain't doing nothing half-ass. We got fucking, we got fucking gimmick tables. Sorry. And we got gimmick tables, chairs, picnic tables. We're doing the full-fledged fucking barbecue stuff. It's a real deal. Now, today being our first show back for season 2023, we are just doing donations today instead of trying to charge a ticket price, because when you mix MMA in, you have to go through the boxing commission and all that crap. So we just kind of, try to expedite that. Now, that wasn't my sole intent on putting wrestling in with it. My sole intent with wrestling is we always have fucking 40 to 50 kids here. So we said, hey, we got the fucking setup perfect, good for camera work. Might as well fucking run it, and kayfabe the fucking dingoes. But if I do wrestling, I can kayfabe the fizziting. So it kind of intermingles together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I've got a problem now.
Oh,
how are you having a barbecue and not inviting me, motherfucker?
Because you're 2.5 hours away. Which
look, I know how to drive.
Stop. The fights don't start till 3. It's only 1. You're 2.5 hours. You'll be here for fucking second match. If you leave now.
Get your ass in the car and drive, brother. I can't make it. Yeah, I'm too far away.
But anyway, guys, look here. It's got the live thing on there for 1 hour, and it's 12:45. I've got barbecue to tear up. I still got some fucking snow cone juice I got to fucking make. my old lady just got here. I come back here and hid in the bedroom, so none of them knew where I went. Uh, but I don't want to cut you guys short. But like I said, I promise you a little while.
Hey, I
If,
appreciate you showing up and giving us the time.
yes, sir. I know you got 1,000 more questions, man. And I know we come in rattling off subject and here and there, man. But I expected that to happen. You know, you always do, especially you guys, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you from the bottom of my heart, and you guys know I've been all over the country, man. It means a lot to me when I fucking can have brothers that I can fucking call on and fucking. You know, anytime I reach out on Facebook, you guys reach out. Carl, I keep up with a lot of your stuff.
Thank you.
And before I get off, man, let me tell you something real fast. And Carl, I know you're good friends with Timmy, with Hellraiser.
Yeah.
You know, last year before last, we got a little fucking stink heat over me asking him to please take down a picture because I was getting some flack over it. You know.
Oh, trust me, I got some shit too. It's okay.
but anyway, a couple weeks ago, somehow or another, we were in the same chat room, the same fucking group or something or other, and I liked something, he liked it back, and then he liked my stuff. So I just sent him, I sent him a message, and I said, look, brother, I said we've been friends and brothers too long to fucking have heat over me asking you about a picture. I said I didn't really give a fuck about the picture. I just asked, and I don't give a fuck to put it back later because he's posted a lot of my matches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that. I said, I don't care about putting it back. I said, just fucking drop it for a day or two. You know, I had a rat trying to fuck start some shit. You know what I mean? Like, my old lady, my fault, but I'm just saying. You know, so I didn't that. And without going into full detail, I didn't want to fucking type all that out. And then my old lady fucking go back and find my messages or something or other. Are you dirty mother?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked him, but anyway, and he got upset, what have you. But we have mended fences, and that brings me back to my point, guys. 20, 25 years. I don't know many people that's had friends that long.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
No.
Carl, I spent the night at your house. Biscuit, I spent the night at your house.
And you welcome anytime.
You don't find that every day in the wrestling business, in the real world, much less in the wrestling business.
Amen. Yeah.
So with that
Shit,
being
you got to
said,
look
guys,
out for each other.
yes, sir. Biscuit, I know you had some times with Ron as well. Me and Carl had some fun times with Ron. What was that? What Manila? Where'd you live at, man?
I lived in Leachville, but yeah, it was in Manila. We did it in Manila, and
Yeah, with that little apartment you had when you was driving the police car. Remember the one little bedroom you had? Well, no, man, we bring these fucking rats over, and fucking Ron wouldn't fuck. He'd fuck them, but he wouldn't take his socks off.
we need to bring that on a part 2, and it's going to have to be about 8 or 9 o'clock at night when we talk about this stuff.
Yeah. Well, we definitely gonna have to play another show with this because I mean,
Yes, sir.
I've got some stories. I know y'all got some stories. I mean, shit we've done.
Yes, sir.
He done opened up a whole new can of worms.
Hey,
Arkansas
and that's another reason why I hadn't done a podcast, man. We've been here an hour and 3 minutes, and we ain't talking about nothing really. So, I mean, I know a real podcast is fucking 4 or 5 hours.
Well,
But with that being said, any day through the week is good for me, guys. I mean, I don't know what y'all doing for a shoot job, whatever, but I'm home. Unless I'm at work for Riviera or out hanging posters, I'm home.
I sit on my ass at work.
But anyway, like I said, with that being said, man, dude, I've enjoyed it so much, and I look forward to part 2. So please, as soon as you get on your schedule, hit me up, send me an inbox, and hey, we're ready. Okay?
I got you. We'll get you.
Got it, brother.
All right, guys. I love y'all very much. Peace out.
Love
Peace
you.
out, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Y'all have fun today.
Yes, sir, man. We're gonna try.
Be careful out there, y'all.
All right. Thank y'all.
Well,
Good.
Man, that was a blast, and yeah, we definitely
Hey.
did part 2 because I mean I love Johnny Morton. I've worked with him so many times, and I've got so many fun stories that I could share of going out with him and Chris Austin and Jamie J and you and Ron over in Manila with us and everything else.
And he just had to bring up me.
But
Oh gosh.
I'm glad he showed up. I didn't have to go find him and kick him in the nuts.
I'm glad the statute of limitations are ended. So
Yeah. We did get a few comments during the show. Nothing super major. Scotty, when we were talking about training, Scotty said that his trainer just made him do squats and run until we puked. Laugh out loud anytime anyone effed up. Your buddy Todd, our buddy Todd, he said, "What's up, fellas? Not much, Todd. Good to hear from you. I need to come hang out with you guys for another football Sunday. I tell you, football season's getting close. I didn't even get to watch the draft this year. I didn't.
You didn't miss shit.
Yeah, I didn't figure I did. I didn't hear any big news, so I I've been in Jackson, Miss for the past 2 weeks at a hotel and driving a semi tractor trailer and
You ain't been running around in a robe and strutting and profiling and shit like that.
oh no,
Okay, just
no, why?
checking.
Has somebody been doing that?
Well, some people act out when they're in a hotel and they wear a robe and
Look, bro,
they
the rules are so strict. If we get in trouble at the hotel, we get in trouble at the school. If we get in trouble driving in town, and the law has changed so much on tractor trailer drivers now, and it's ridiculous the stuff that we have to follow by because people are idiots and do dumb shit.
I know a few people.
Yeah, me and you both, but
No.
yeah, but we're definitely gonna get Johnny back on. Like he said, we barely touched on anything. We found out, who trained him. I knew that Don had trained him. I didn't know about Snowman. I didn't know about. I mean, I knew about Don and Motley having a hand in it, and I didn't know about Jeff in there. See, I worked with.
Well, I just know that I know Motley. If you get around Motley, you're gonna learn some shit from Motley.
Oh yeah, Motley will fucking teach anybody that's willing to learn.
Oh, definitely.
Motley and Tasha both taught me a lot, and Tasha taught me how to eat my fucking teeth when she slapped the fuck out of me before. So,
Yeah, she's good for that.
yeah, she is. Todd says he struts his stuff or struts his shit at the house.
He does.
Yeah, he
And then his wife straightens his ass back up.
You just got to bury the poor man like that. Why you got to be mean? Thank you, Todd. I appreciate that. We're trying to keep it up. We're actually, thanks to Carl.
This is our first time on Facebook too, so
hopefully it'll help widen the audience and keep us going. Definitely going to get Johnny back on. I should be home Wednesday, probably early Wednesday. I go in and test out, and I go back for orientation and be ready to go. So hopefully Wednesday. I mean, we may miss a week or two of shows, but other than
good luck.
thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm ready to go. I got to leave here in a little while. That's why I went ahead and set this up for noon. I knew he had stuff to do, and I knew we had stuff to do, and I got to drive back tonight. So I was like, I'll set it up for noon. We'll get it done and get taken care of. But,
Me, I ain't got shit to do. So.
well, I thought you was gonna get in the car and drive over and be there in time for the second match for the bar.
That ain't gonna happen because I'd have to stop and get gas.
I feel you there.
I would still have to take a shower because I just throw on a shirt and a pair of shorts and today's one of those days I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I got up this morning and I told the wife, I said, I gotta do this show. I said, I got a headache. I'm hungry, so I went to make some breakfast. I ate a bowl of cereal.
A little sore from the weekend,
Right?
from sitting in regular chairs and
Look,
not being at home and chilling and shit. So,
you talk about being sore from sitting in regular chairs. Ain't nothing like sleeping in your own bed after you slept in a hotel room for a week and you ain't got a good night's sleep. I woke up drooling this morning from sleeping so good. Ain't even
trust
gonna
me, I had to stay in a shitty hotel when I was in the police academy.
Oh yeah.
And they would be. I probably shouldn't be saying this stuff right after church, but so they would be our room. Okay, so I was in room 23. There was a single room in 24, and then you had 25 that had the double beds.
Yeah.
So they put all the cops in double bed rooms.
Oh Lord.
So we get this couple, and they put them in 24. And all they did was, and so we got tired of it, and we kept on hearing her screaming and stuff. I don't know what was going on. I think they were playing Twister.
Yeah.
And so we had this guy from from Marion. I don't know where he's at now or what he's doing, but he was the funniest dude I've ever met in my life. And I'm like, they're like building me up to be like the spokesperson. And he's like the one that's going to be looking over my shoulder, kind of looking in to see what she looks like and shit. And so there's like four of us to go over there and we knock on the door. The guy comes up, he's wrapped in a blanket, she's wrapped in the sheet on the bed.
What's hashtag ass and waffles?
Oh my God. Do what?
What's hashtag ass and waffles?
You've got to be watching the night show with me and Alan.
I'll tune in. He also
If you
Terry Tyler.
you need to watch the last few shows because Terry Tyler has talked about whooping my ass, and then all of a sudden somehow Waffles got involved. And then of course Ray got involved and he's like, "Oh, Titanic Blueberry are the best." I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it's just and we've started doing the hashtag ass and waffles and try to make something big out of it. And oof.
Hashtag ass and waffle t-shirts made. We'll start selling them at shows when we set up. That's what we'll do.
Well, see, JPJ was on Alan's normal show. And he turned around and JPJ, he goes, "You know what? I'm still trying to figure out, but I don't know who the fuck Terry Tyler is." So I was like, "That's the t-shirt. Who the fuck is Terry Tyler?" And I had it made, and I got it Friday night, and everybody was blowing my phone up from around two sides of the ring. Were blowing my phone up because of my shirt.
Over 509 hits on hashtag ass and waffles.
There you go.
All right, so everybody share this hashtag ass and waffles today. Also, send hearts, stars, and everything else that you can. No horseshoes and balloons because this isn't Lucky Charms. But hearts and stars over to our Facebook page. Hit that subscribe button on the Dynasty of Wrestling page.
Yeah, go to my reels and send me stars and shit. I appreciate that. Share my reels and stuff. And also, apparently this is not the only show I'm on. So go over to Wrestling Lands, follow him, and watch our shit show at 9:00. But we're gonna be on, I think, at 7 tonight.
At 7 tonight. All right, I'll have to check it out.
I think we're gonna be on at 7 tonight.
Oh, get back on the road tonight.
And there's all kinds of shit be happening on that show.
We all gonna have to.
It gets crazy. Yeah, we'd love to have you on there sometime, sure.
Yeah, do something. And if everything works out, like I said, May 20th, there may be a surprise in the books for some folks. Mr. Commissioner.
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
I just running shit. I just be running shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, so back to this story.
I'm not saying there's going to be a bar in the back, but there may be a bar in the back.
There may be a bar, there may be some socks involved. You never know. The story you were telling about police thing, they were going to send you to be the spokesperson, and he was trying to check the girl out. Well, where were we going with that? Sorry.
Okay, so I go up and I knock on the door. So the guy comes over, opens. He's wrapped in a blanket, and she's wrapped on the sheet on the bed. Well, you got this dark-headed motherfucker with a black mustache. Exactly, doing that shit. And he looks in, he sticks his head in the window. He goes, "Hi, ma'am, everything okay?" I was like, we was just checking. We was just hearing a lot of screaming, and everything we were saying, you could just see it just red over her face. And he was sitting there laughing. I was like, hey, look, we was just worried. We didn't know if everything's going all right. And then you got the guy from Marion picking his head in. "You okay, man? He ain't hurting you, is he?" There's so many fucking stories with me in the police academy. I'm glad I'm way out. It's been 20 years now. Wow, I can't believe that. It's been 20 years since I became a cop. Oof.
Yeah, I was ripping my wife a while ago. I said, when you sent me the stuff, I was trying to link into it. I said, funny. I said his email is Police man, and she said, what? And I said, yeah, you didn't know he was a Police? And she said, no. I said, he used to be a
You didn't
Police.
know that?
No.
Wow. My first original picture was of me on duty because a buddy of mine, one of the guys I worked with, we went to his house and started up a Facebook page for me. Yeah, so it's been crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's been a blast, like we said. Oh, you just got called old, brother.
I know I'm old as fuck.
Yeah, he says you old.
Look, I ain't as old as that some bitch.
Shots been fired. Officer down. Officer down.
Officer now. I'm gonna need backup on that one, please. Look, I'm gonna give you one more. I want to give you one more story. It's the first time I ever cussed on the radio.
Oh God.
So I was learning the streets, right?
Yeah.
And my sergeant, he's like, "Meet me at Hyde Street." I was like, "What? High? We ain't got no High Street." He was saying Hyde,
Mm-hmm.
HYDE. Where the hell is High Street at?
It has.
It does, because my boss, chief, called me. He said, "I'm going to need you to be a little bit clear on your 10-4s." Because it just said, my wife just told me, it said, like you said, ho, there's Terry Tyler.
Oh, by the way, he said he's on 29. He said you be lying.
That's a lying motherfucker right there.
He said, "Oh shit, Tyler watching." Oh look, Carl, it's your best friend. I've been replaced.
Look, I wish Alan was there last night because guess what? He usually be talking about Big Daddy Store, Big Daddy Store, Big Daddy. This motherfucker would not. Titanic. I was like, Jesus Christ. I am sitting here trying to take pictures of my friend going for the Legacy World title, and then he won the damn thing, and you over here get.
We got to get this book. Apparently,
Jesus.
you and Terry Tyler are going to have a waffle on a pole match in Corning on the 20th.
Like I said, this shit's been going on for the past couple of weeks.
I'm going to call the powers that be over you. I'm going to call Ronnie Spence, and I'm going to Spence that he needs to have you in that match, a waffle on a pole match, you and Terry Tyler.
Well, I've already announced on the show that I am not climbing up a pole. I will leave that up to other people. But we also figured something out. You know, remember my Viking buddy that we had on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been aggravating him about wearing a skirt.
Oh.
And then Smitty looked at me last night. He said, you know, it's amazing that I said, he goes, it's amazing. He said that you would think out of all the people wearing a skirt, you would think it'd be Ray Ray. I said, but it ain't.
Right.
It's Cody. I'm a piece of shit. He can't spell. Look, it took him 3 shows to get my name right. And the thing is, it's on the bottom of my screen.
Terry is bringing his special. I'm bringing the waffles. Terry's bringing the special sauce. We're going to have Titanic versus Terry Tyler. Waffle on a pole match. Luke Justice has joined us. What's up, Luke? Not much here. We just finished up doing.
Are you back from Dallas, Texas yet?
I know, but we'll find out. Hopefully he'll comment. But we just finished up doing our podcast with Johnny Morton. We're going to try to get him on again later to share some, you know, how would we?
Oh man,
we weren't there. We're going to have to do an after hours show.
That's gonna be bad.
Try heard he's on his way back from Dallas now.
Oh, okay.
Right, brother. Y'all be safe and be careful. I hope y'all had fun down there. Looking forward to everything coming up. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
With Terry's special sauce. Man, I don't know what you done to this guy, but apparently he's out to get your ass. And he's calling you a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Not a piece, a piece. A
A
piece.
piece.
You a piece of shit.
That's like almost like Mexican or something.
Like a peso. Just did my thing and do what I always do. Hell yeah, Luke. Tear it up, man. Get your name out there
And laced your grandpa's boots. Oh,
Speaking of things, before we get off the air, I shared something on Facebook the other day that just drove me nuts because they're going to try to bring WrestleMania to Nashville, Tennessee for the first time ever.
Yeah.
The longer I thought about that, and I read how big they're planning on making this stadium.
Yeah.
I don't understand why WWE would want to go to that stadium because it's not actually going to be as big as some of the other arenas they've been in.
Yeah, it's a 60,000 seater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ain't counting what you're going to be able to put on the floor, though.
Well, true, because you're not going to have the football field and shit down.
But it's a new place, and Nashville is going to want to show it off. Their brand new toy.
Right, and it'll be the first event that will apparently happen in it once they get it built. Will be WrestleMania.
So let me ask you right now about let me get your opinion on the AEW situation.
Which part?
So after the first day of sales, they have sold over 60,000 tickets.
Yeah.
Success, or does it have to be 90?
I feel like for them, now we're talking about the show they're doing in Wembley Stadium, right?
Right.
I feel like for them, it is a success because isn't it the first time they've been over there?
Yeah.
So yeah, to me that is somewhat of a success for them. But if they sell out Wembley, then huge fucking success.
I think let this shit go. Let it, and once it starts dying down, let's start bringing up your big names that are going to be involved.
Yeah.
If it's Mercedes, if it's Goldberg, if it's Punk.
So apparently, and this is, I'm not going to go into any detail onto what I have been told, but I will say that I know they canceled one of the YouTube shows that they do, Dark, if I'm not mistaken.
Elevation.
Okay.
Elevation.
And they're going to start a Saturday show now on TV.
Right.
Not only are they going to have Dynamite and Rampage, but they're going to have another show on Saturday night. And
it's going to be a split. They're going to split the rosters, the people that can deal with fucking Punk.
And that's exactly what I was thinking was CM Punk's going to be on Saturday nights. That show's going to get better viewing than Wednesday nights. One, because you're not battling church, because to me on Wednesday nights, you got people that go to church on Wednesday nights, and I'm not against that in any way, so don't take it as I'm saying that I have an issue with that, but you're going to lose your crowd because of that. You're also going to lose some of your crowd when they go to watch Punk and not the Young Bucks because everybody's getting sick of watching the same old shit.
All right.
It happens. Nope, we got some more comments. Luke said that he actually wore them, talking about his grandpa's boots. And let's see here. Apparently,
Terry has a fascination on my ass.
More touchdowns there than Dallas. Talking about your ass, I'm guessing. Oh,
No.
Oh, what are we talking about then? Wembley Stadium? Nashville?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he don't like AEW.
Oh, okay.
He don't like AEW. He don't like WWE.
Who don't?
Alan.
Well, I mean, I don't give two fucks about either one of them either at this point.
He likes pro wrestling. He don't like sports entertainment.
But once everyone see their I think he meant to say shit show, they will want their money back. I agree there. And Punk really is their draw. And I've noticed, and I will touch on this. I won't touch on a couple other things that I've heard talking about the Goldberg Mercedes Moon thing, but the CM Punk thing that's going on. CM Punk apparently has showed up at WWE and posted pictures in the back. He has showed up at Impact and all these other places. And it's kind of a wake-up call to Tony Khan, because if the Young Bucks show up at WWE, really, is anyone really going to care? Because WWE is going to bury it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I mean, Triple H is
That's
like,
possible.
you want to come here? All right, we'll bury your ass. We're not, whatever.
Or they capitalize on it, and
Yeah, you never know.
what they do, where they give them the Cody effect. You know what I'm saying?
They may.
So we'll
But
get you all up here, and then you're going to lose the big match.
right, yeah, it happens. I feel like they will eventually give Cody the big win, but it's going to be. Everybody was like, "Oh, he's going to win at Mania." I was like, I want him to win at Mania, but he's not going to. Like,
Right.
it would have been great, but it's not going to happen. It's going to be a minute.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I feel like maybe in the last year of his 3-year contract.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time to sign you up.
Right. Let's give you the belt, kid. you're getting ready to leave. Let's go ahead and give you the belt. That way you'll stay. But that's it for today. I'm fixing to cut off here. Oh, we got one more comment here. Goldberg needs to stay at home. He has proven time and time again he can't. That's true. He fucking damn near killed Undertaker and damn near killed himself when he speared the pole. But we're going to get off here. It's 13:11, or in some people's minds, it's 1:11. You know, I'm on military. I'm going to get off here. I got to get, jeez, people are moving.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you. It was great having Johnny on today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages,
Hit the music.
we are the tag team champions of podcasting. And we will see you next time right here on Next Side Finish. You're out of here.